Hi guys, happy Saturday from New Zealand. Happy Saturday from the far north of New Zealand. It's a nice day, it's overcast and it's nice and warm as you can see. And I just wanted to come on and tell you that I am living proof that the common cold does still exist, and I just want everyone to know that, because when I go downtown, or if you see me in the street and you see me sneezing and you see me blowing my nose or coughing, don't judge me. I have a cold, okay? I have a cold. I have tested negative 3 days and I'm feeling really crappy, and I have a common cold. They do still exist, people. They do still exist. Is that not just great? Isn't it just great? I'm not sick with anything else but a common cold. I'm really actually pleased about that, because there's a lot of people around that have got something other than the cold. And I'm here to tell you how you can feel and look better when you are sick, people, when you are sick. So the first thing I did when I got up this morning was I had my cup of coffee, and then I grabbed my ketones charged drink for the morning, and I've just started this challenge yesterday. If you want to know anything about it, comment ketones. I can get you on that challenge too if you want. I'm going to keep you updated with my progress as to how I feel and how I whether my weight is going down, also whether my sizage is going down over the next 10 days. And so I've been drinking this morning, and one of the best things that you can do is keep hydrated. So I've also got a big thing of water here. And the other thing is, if you are in pain, drugs are your friend, okay? So if you are in pain and you're feeling sick, have some Panadol or something like that. So I've been taking these throughout the night. I really have not been feeling so good for 3 days now. So that's the ketones. It's just about finished. I think that's in like the flavour lime. And then I've got my water to go on to. So that's the first thing you should do if you're feeling crappy. The next thing, get up when you've had a sleep in and have a shower. Have that shower, clean your face. And then what I did was I got out of the shower and I put the rose water on to cool and soothe my face. I went and put the eye cream on underneath my eyes. And then I went and got these little brand spanking new iPads that are coming to your shore on the 24th US, 25th New Zealand of this month. So that is only a few days away, and you can get your hot little hands on them. I actually have access to get 2 more of these as a presenter. So if you really want to get your hands on one, just let me know and I'll see that I can get that for you. I put them on underneath my eyes because they're shaped that way, right? I'll see if I can show you a shape of one. They're shaped that way, but to be fair, my whole eye was just, both eyes were feeling really, really, really crappy, because they do when you're sick, right? They absolutely do. So they come in that shape and you put them underneath your eye. So I did that, but then because you leave them on for 15 minutes, I lay down on the bed and I moved both of them up over my eyes and just lay there for 15 minutes and had a little ice bath. And wow, did they feel so much better after I had done that. They just felt so much better. They have hydrogel in them, so they are soothing. They have caffeine in them. They have a protein that is derived from carrots that smooths your skin out as well. And I tell you what, I did a before and after photo this morning, and I will post that before and after photo on my Facebook page later on, because you can visibly see that my fine lines under my eyes and the darkness that was up here were way, way better. I was actually really surprised. I woke up feeling so crappy and sick. Did that, lay down, and they just looked so much better. I was just so happy. The product is freaking phenomenal. So yeah, definitely, if you haven't got your hands on the eye cream yet, get it. And as soon as you can grab those iPads And if you want to DM me or PM me, if you really need to get some right now, I will see if I can do that for you as well. So we're going to do, okay, I'm sick, but I don't want to look sick makeup today. But in order to do that, we don't want to overdo our makeup because it's just going to bring out your lines and your darkness and everything else. So we're going to keep it really, really light. So I sprayed on my setting spray because that's nice and cool, and it's just going to get my my skin ready for a primer. Now put a primer on, okay? And put a primer on that's right for your skin. So there is a mattifying primer, there is a hydrating primer, and there is a combination skin primer. So quite often I will use the mattifying primer, but actually I've got combination skin and I just want to be kind to my skin today and just do the right thing for it. Because if I do the wrong thing for it, it's probably just going to rebel. And it's clear, it has like a silicone light feel to it. And I am actually going to put it all over my face and underneath my eyes where the wrinkles generally are as well. And look, do you find that when you get run down, you get like your immune system just pops up these little extra things to annoy us, like pimples and whatnot? It's just our whole body telling us that we need to just perhaps have a little rest, perhaps rehydrate, perhaps take some vitamin C, and all of which I have been doing. I was actually taking a lot of vitamin C last week, but clearly my body was just like, I've had enough. I've had enough, Sue. I've had enough of you. I've had enough of you making me stay up all day and into the evening, and I want a break. So here we are, giving it a break. If you have just popped on, say hi. Hashtag pretty, and if you're watching a replay, hashtag pretty late. Okay, so that's finished. Onto the water, and I'm just going to let that dry for a minute. And if you have got something to fan your face, that actually feels quite nice too, because it's hot, and your face is going to flush. Okay, it's going to be flushed when you're sick. It's going to be flushed, and then it's going to look washed out. It's going to be flushed, then it's going to look washed out as your body gets hot and cold and hot and cold and hot and cold and all the rest of it. So we want to try and, you know, reduce that sort of look and feel, but we also don't want to just overdo the whole thing. So that's why I'm going to use the Touch Spray foundation, because it is going to give me the lightest finish on my face. It's going to be like an airbrushed look. It's not going to be too much coverage. You will still be able to see some texture, and if you've got freckles or whatever, you'll be able to maybe see that. And I'm going to give it a really good shake, just like you've got a paint can maybe. Well, it's actually not paint. It's actually got really good stuff in it. And all of Younique's makeup products have got skincare solution within it now. So while you're putting it on, and while it's on your face all day, it's doing some pretty amazing magic stuff to your skin. So you get your kabuki brush. You don't spray it on your face, okay? You get it in your hair and everywhere and all over it. Okay. But get it quite close to your kabuki brush and just spray, I don't know, maybe 5 short sprays. And this is in the colour Chiffon. And then do what I normally do, and that is just stipple it all over my face, and keeping a little bit away from my eyes, because I don't want to put too much of this over my eyes. I don't want to put too much of this in any of my wrinkles, because it's just going to accentuate those. And then just lightly pull and push down while pressing down on the kabuki brush. So, oh my Lord, it was just not a good night for me last night. My partner actually left. He woke up and he said, oh my goodness, he said, you sound so sick. And he left and he went to the spare bedroom. Mind you, I don't blame him, because I sort of wouldn't want to get what, you know, I hate being sick, basically. Even if it's, and I'm not going to say just a common cold, because it has not been nice. I had a really sore throat for like 2 days and headaches, and yesterday I ended up with a temp, and then I got all congested, and now I'm getting the pain. You know how you get it through your sinuses, and then up through this area. I tell you what would be another really good thing, and I don't have one, is one of those facial steamers. And if you've got one of those, definitely use it. Definitely put a couple of like eucalyptus drops in it as well to help clear up through your nose and sinuses. Definitely that would be a big help. I need to invest and get myself one of those. Unfortunately, the one I want, they don't ship to New Zealand, I don't think. But never mind. I'm sure we have a similar product in our country that I can get. That would be good. Otherwise, it's the old head over the bowl remedy, you know, like Mum used to put you through. Well, I used to do that when my sinuses were really bad. Oh, so yeah, I've kind of struggled through the last few days. How's everybody else doing? Drop me some comments of some really good, you know, like tips and tricks that you know of for makeup and skincare and making yourself feel a little bit better. My partner put some, while I was lying down here with my iPads on, they were doing their thing. My partner came in and he warmed up some like honey, like it's like real Manuka honey, because we produce that in New Zealand. So, you know, like in the unlabeled jar straight from the honeyman kind of thing, straight from the beekeeper. And he just put that in my mouth and it was, goes down your throat and it just does wonders. So if you can invest in something like a really, really good honey, that's also going to help you guys feel a lot better. Okay. So any tips, let me know. So I'm just finishing off now around my eyes, but I'm not putting too much of it on because it's just going to sink into my fine lines and wrinkles. And you can see that's given me a light coverage. I don't feel like I've got any makeup on my face because it's so light. You can still see texture, you can still see freckles, but it's kind of starting to make me feel and look a little bit better about myself. And given that I'm going to go over to Kerikeri and pick up some groceries, I actually did a click and collect, you know. I did a click and collect because I'm so paranoid that like people are going to like just look at me and judge me. Has anybody ever had that? Like had the common cold with all the vid going on around and like gone to the supermarket and you're sniffing and maybe sneezing a little bit, but you know it's just the cold because you've tested and tested and tested. It's just a cold. It's just a cold. And then like everybody just judges you like, why is she in here? What is she doing in here? She is so sick, you know, why would you do that? You know, with all COVID and everything around. And I'm just a bit paranoid that will happen to me. So I'm doing a click and collect. Barbara, this is the colour chiffon. So, and how are you, hon? Thanks for jumping on. How are you tonight? It'll be your night. It'll be your Friday night. Hey, Mandy. How are you? I love you too, hun. How's Welly? I mean, Lower Hutt. Lower Hutt, eh? Lower Hutt? Yeah. How's Welly? How's the weather down there? Yep, chiffon. So I can wear chiffon and I can wear eyelet, Barbara. So chiffon, I've got eyelet in my Serum Plus foundation, which would be more my summer foundation. So a bit darker, but I can also wear chiffon, would be my winter colour probably. So if you need a colour match, guys, just comment or DM me and I'm happy to colour match you because all of our complexion products are on special. So that's a bonus. That's a bonus. Bonus for today. I'm going to show you how to not look sick and you can get the products on special. So on the website at the moment for March only, so you've got a few days left now, you can get all the complexion products, all the primers, all the setters, setting sprays, all the setting powders, the translucent powder. You can get all the brand new bronzers and brand new highlighters and all of the range of foundations. You can get 3 for 25% off and it'll be off each product, so 25% off every single one of them, or you can get 4 or more and you get 30% off, and that is a fantastic deal if you ever want to try something like this, because we have that amazing love it guarantee where you can just send it back if you don't like it, or if it's the wrong colour. Within 14 days, full refund. Isn't that neat? This is the Skin Solutions Skin Solution Concealer in the colour Organza. So it's slightly lighter. Now I just use this, and I don't use too much because I'm an older lady, but I need it where I've got that darkness, okay? And I also put a little bit on the areas that I just want to brighten up, and those areas that tend to get a bit red during the day, okay? And especially if you've got a cold and you are blowing your nose all the time. So that's another good tip. Get yourself, don't just get any tissue, all right? Some tissues will actually wreck your nose. Get the softest ones that you can buy from the supermarket. I'm just going to tap this in. See how that has just made that area a bit more brighter? And because it's, when you brighten something, it pushes it out. So it's actually made this look a little bit slimmer. All right, Barbara, go to the store. What you going to get? Ice cream? Hope so, girl. Have fun. And same with up around these areas. It just gives them a little bit of lift where you got that just lighter colour, okay? So also get that around. I know you're going to be blowing your nose and, you know, like it's makeup. It's going to come off, like if you're blowing your nose all day. But if you're anything like me, you're going to be behind a bit of a mask for some of that time anyway. So there, and on the dark areas, and I've got to try and go up here too. But trying to keep away from that, you know, where the most of the lines are, just there. Try and keep away from that, because we don't want to cake them. We don't want that. Just do that, but just right at the end with what's left on your blending bud. Okay? And then tap, 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 tap. Okay, now you can see how that is just lifted that whole area and brightened it, and that's just made my eyes look way more open and less sick, for lack of a better term, less sick. Okay, the other thing is, if you have got these, you know, when you get it, when your body is like suffering and falling down and you get these little pimples and things that come up, you can just tap a little bit of that on there. Get your finger and just work it in, just to reduce the look of any yucky spots and things. And yes, my nose is running. There we go. And you can just fix that up with your finger. Okay. So now we need to set this. We need to set it. One way of setting it is to get powder. Any other way to press powder. Any other way to set it is with translucent powder, all on special. If you've got really dry skin that needs hydrating, use the Prep and Set powder. This one has got the water encapsulated technology in it, which blurs fine lines, but also rehydrates your skin during the day. Okay, and because I'm getting some dry bits, I actually might use that product today. But what I will do first is I like to use a pressed powder foundation just to set in those areas that I'll put the concealer on. And this is in the same colour as my concealer. So all of these are on special as well. And I just really intentionally place it. So get a brush that's going to place it in the areas where you have put that concealer. So it's going to be a brush that has got so the brush is not going to be too fluffy. It's going to have more dense bristles. So by the time you have finished, or I have finished here, you will see that I won't be looking sick anymore. And people won't know until they hear me sneeze and blow my nose and cough. And then they'll judge me, probably. Because that's how we roll, eh? People shouldn't judge, though. People should not judge. All right. So quite often I just use the translucent powder, that one. But because I feel I need a little bit more hydration today and my skin is suffering on all the other areas of my face, I'm going to pop on the Prep and Set powder, and it feels damp when you put it on. It actually feels damp, which is kind of nice. It also reduces sheen. So if you get that little bit of T-zone sheen going on during the day, it helps with that. And you want to match your neck to your face, so make sure that you take it right around your hairline and down. Okay, the other thing that we need to look after, ladies, when we are doing this sort of thing is our lips. Because your lips get really dry, right? They get really, really dry because you're breathing through your mouth a lot of the time. So get the lip exfoliator. This is a beaut little product. It is a sugar rub. Put it on your lips and rub it in, and it's just going to exfoliate and get rid of all the little dead skin cells. And then we're going to moisturize them. This is a really, really good product. It lasts really, really well, as long as you don't let your children get it. Okay? If you've got girls that are teenagers, they're going to love it. They're going to try and steal it. And if you've got kids that are little, they're going to eat it because it's yummy. It tastes like lollies. So if you've got a makeup kit and you've got little kids, I suggest you get a lock. Lock your stuff away. Little kids love makeup kits. They love it. They love making a mess. But in saying that, you get them to help you wash your brushes, couldn't you? Because then they can make a mess with the soap. Okay. So that's that. And then I'm going to put my Hottie Lip Plumper on. And this is just going to help plump my lips a little bit and pull out those fine lines. And give them a little bit of a zhoosh factor. And that is like one of my favourite products. I love it so much. It's really good. It's really, really good. Okay, so we've got our concealer on. We've got our setting powder on. And then I like to bring back a little bit of colour into my face because when you're sick, you're looking a little bit washed out. So I have got a pressed powder foundation, and this is in the colour Eyelet, which is my other colour. And I just like to set everything with this. And this is going to give us, because this pressed powder foundation is finely milled. It does not contain talc. It's hydrating. It has shea butter and chamomile in it. And sodium hyalurate. So it's going to be very, very kind to your skin all day. All day, ladies. Okay. Is that not phenomenal? Did you see what I looked like before? Just really crappy. Totally crappy. And you wait for the when I first got up, before I put I'm going to put some photos on when I first got up, and then after I did my eye products, you know, my eye spa. I'm going to show you those later too, and you are going to crack up. You're going to crack up because you will see me at my absolute sick worst in those photos, right? All right, let's get our brand new bronzers and brand new highlighters, because they are just going to add some beautiful colour and flush back into my face. Excuse all the sniffing, but that's what happens when you've got a cold, a common cold. So this is the bronzer in the colour Light, brand new. It is in the complexion products that are all on sale for March. You can so set your face up whether you're sick or not. And I might sound really bright, but I tell you what, I had such a crappy night last. I think I'm just pleased I'm feeling a bit better now that I'm up. Had a nice shower, taken some painkillers. Painkillers are your friend. Don't be a martyr. Push this up. Have these imaginary lines here and try not to come in any further than that. Push this up so that we can have this uplift structure in our face, okay? Because that's what this bronzer is going to do, add some structure, plus also give me a sun-kissed look, plus make my jawline and underneath my chin look slimmer. How many pluses was that? You guys have got to get this stuff, right? Oh, you got to get this stuff. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Look. I'm looking way more slimmer in my face. I'm looking way more healthy. Way more brighter. And if you didn't hear me sniffing by now, you would not think that I was sick, right? But I'm gonna look even better than this. If you like, just gently contour your nose, and you're just coming down that top ridge and trying to leave a fine line in the middle, okay? And that, my friends, will make your nose look slimmer too. Then pinch your powder brush and just get rid of that definitive line that you might otherwise see on the side of your nose. We don't want that. Okay? So that is the bronzer in the colour Light. There's about 5 different colours depending on what your skin colour is and your undertone is. Let me know if you want a colour match. I can sort you out. Okay, and I will put a little bit of blush on, and I will just use the colour Seductive because it's a real soft colour, and I'm going to use a powder brush because I don't necessarily want a whole load of this on, because I'm going to get a bit flushed and whatnot during the day anyway. But this is just going to give me a little bit of a soft glow, and I just like to bring it round in a C, like so. And you almost can't see it, right? But it's there. It's just giving my upper cheeks there just a beautiful soft look. And then we'll go with a brand new infused highlighter, and this is in the colour Golden. So I have got the colour Blushing, but I think I'm just going to go with something a little bit more neutral today, my sick not sick look. If you didn't see me at the beginning, you need to go back and have a look at how terrible I looked, because I am living proof right here, right now, that the common cold still exists in New Zealand. It does. Isn't it not phenomenal? So I've spent the last 3 days feeling really, really crappy. I've still been going to work, but just feeling really, really crappy. And I've tested myself 3 times now, and I have a cold. have a cold. So I'm kind of a little bit happy about that, about the fact that it's cold and nothing else. And that is just going to add a little bit of fairy dust. If you put a little bit too much on, just get your finger and tap it out. Some women like to wear more of this highlighter than others. Some women like to put a little bit down their collarbone, on their décolletage. Personal preference. Okay, so now I'm looking quite, if you've been watching from the beginning, you give me a smile, give me a happy face. Click that button if you think I do not look so much better now than when I first started, because I'm telling you, I do. But you can go back to the video, back to the front of the video to see that if you want. I'm going to do my brows, but when I do my brows, I'm just flicking this on. This has biotin and keratin in it to help your eyebrows grow, to nourish them. It also has a gel in it to so that you can have them looking tidy and sitting the way you want them. It's a fab little product because I feel like anybody could apply this just using like this soft flicking technique. And this is in the colour dark brown. There is a range of colours. It's just started to rain here in Cairo. I said to my partner yesterday, I said, oh my God, because we haven't long moved into this house because we're renting while we build. And we've got this spa pool. And yesterday I was feeling so crappy in my partner going, I said, oh, all I want is a spa because we don't have a bath here. I said, oh, all I want is a spa. So, and we don't have, there is no proper plug here to put one in. But he's a bit of a handyman, so he's sorting that out right now. And he's filled the spa up. And he'll turn it on, and then later on I'll be able to have a spa. Isn't he a sweetie? Aww, he's such a sweetie. So that's the brows. I love that product. It is just so good. It's easy to apply. And then to help my eyes look less sick, to help them look wide-eyed and open, plus to reduce any redness that is sitting on my waterline, I will put this white liner on down here, and that will just help everything to look a little bit better, right? Yay! Yay, I love it. I love these products. I love it. Okay, I'm going to use the Addiction 9 palette today. This is one of my favourite palettes because it's got beautiful, beautiful colours. And I'm pretty sure I can do something with these so that I don't look sick. And you know what? When you do all this, when you treat your skin, like have a little spa day with your skin and taking care of your eyes with your eye cream and your eye masks, and you actually start to feel a bit better as well. I think it's really good for my mental health. Do you know what I mean? Once I start feeling like I'm looking a little bit more presentable, I start feeling a little bit more presentable. This is the Fluffy Crease Brush. We have a whole range of brushes on the website. If you need anything particular and don't know which one to choose, let me know and I will comment for you. I'm going to use the really light colour Optimal just to, as a little bit of a transition colour. I'm just going to pop that. I just put my eye primer on before so that will just help everything to adhere, stick to my eyes. I'm not going to put a lot on here today because I just want, I don't like my whole idea is that I haven't got too much makeup on today. That's why I use the Touch Spray foundation, because it's like you don't feel like you've got makeup on when you use it, because it's really, really light. It's like light, feels like so light and so nice, and it's got that quite light coverage too. But in saying that, once you put a bit of bronzer on, a bit of blush, a bit of highlighter on, it really brings back all that colour into your face, and you're not looking really washed out and stuff, which is quite nice as well. So I'm just going to, I might just use this little pinky colour here actually today, and just put that on my eyelid and up into my crease, and then just a little bit above. A little bit above, just to bring back a little bit of colour into there. Oh, is it raining where you guys are? Let me know, let me know. I thought it was going to rain tomorrow. It's already raining. That's okay though, because I'm not planning on doing a whole heck of a lot this weekend, just trying to get well rested and better again. But I do have to go out this afternoon to get my click and collect over in Kitty Kitty. Okay, so that's nice and light. I'm going to get my crease brush now, and I'm just going to put a little bit of intentional colour out to the outside, and I'm just going to use this really dark berry colour, and that is called Quirky. I've got my contact lenses in, and I'm starting to get used to them now, guys. It still takes me a little while sometimes to get them in the morning, but my eyes are starting to adjust and do their thing, which is good, because it means, like before, I couldn't tell you, I couldn't read what that colour was without having my glasses on, and trying to do your makeup with your glasses on, kind of hard. Okay, so my not sick look today. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. I'm going to put some photos up later. You're going to laugh of what I looked like first thing this morning before I did my eye spa. That probably won't happen until I get back from Kiri, but yeah, you'll see them later on. Just going to get my blending brush now. Just going to blend that all in. I quite like these. I quite like this berry colour, this quirky colour. It's quite subtle, and I like having a subtle look. And then what I want to do now, I want to put a little bit of shimmer in there. All of the complexion products, guys, all on special in March. So go grab if you want any of this look. Comment, personal message me if you want a colour match. Let me know. I can help you with that, help you get the right colour. This is my cream brush. I'm just going to press in intentionally this colour here. It's a shimmer and it's called Appreciative. Just to add a little bit of, get the focal point back to the middle of my eye, but also to add a little bit of lightness and brightness to my inner eye. And I wet the brush because I find that when you wet the brush, it transfers onto the brush, and then it transfers onto your eyelid. It's a lot more easy if your brush is wet. that, and then I'm just going to, where is it? Actually, I'll get my little highlighter, and this is in the colour Blushing, so it's a little bit more pinky. And I'm just going to put that up here for just a subtle little glow. Just at the edge, outer edge of my eyebrow, which also just makes it a little bit pretty. And then I'm just going to get that like light pinky colour that I had onto a what do they call this? Liner brush. What's it called? Liner shader. So this is a shader brush. The line is the other end. I'm just going to pop that down there just to complete that look. And if you've got any like fallout, just get your wee powder brush. Just make sure I've got the right one, because I use the same powder brush. Well, not the same powder brush, but I use another powder brush for my blusher. So I have to keep them separate, otherwise I'd pick up the wrong one, wouldn't I? Especially when I'm sick. Oh! Alright, I'm going to use my lash primer. God, I love this product too. This is one of my favourite products because it makes your lashes look longer and more, and have more volume. Plus it's got nourishing ingredients in it to help grow your lashes. Plus it helps your mascara to sit nicely without clumping. I'm not going to do one. I am going to use this one in the right colour, and I'm just going to use black today. And this is the 4D One Step Epic Mascara in the colour black. And this has fibres infused in it to wrap around your lashes to give them more volume. And you come back down over the top, ladies, if you want even more volume. This is now my favourite mascara of all time, and I'm still using this one, and it's coming on 6 months now. So I'd so much rather invest in a product that I know is really good for my lashes, that isn't drying out. I'd rather do that than go to the supermarket and, you know, get one that lasts me 2 months. That isn't a high-end product. Oh, got a little bit on me. Won't worry about that. We can clean that up in just a tick. Sometimes the best thing to do, like you could get a little bit of micellar, or if you've got our brand new makeup remover, you could use that as well. The problem with that though is that it's going to take off everything underneath that clump. But if you let it dry and then kind of scratch it off with a spoolie, it will just take that bit of mascara off. That's the mascara. I'm not going too heavy on that today either. For my sick, no sick look. And the last thing I've got to do now is lips. Just taking that hottie lip plumper off now, which has been moisturising and plumping out my lips while I've been doing the rest of my makeup. I'm going to get my liner in the colour Patience. These are beautiful and creamy. They cover up imperfections, and you can overline with them. They act like a lip stain, so when they dry, they don't come off or transfer. So really good to stop your other lip products from bleeding. And they glide on really easily. If you wanted to, you could just use one of these. Hi Sherry, how are you doing tonight? Friday night in your part of the world. How are you, beautiful? How are you doing, gorgeous? What did I use for my eye colour? Oh, that's Addiction 9 palette. This one, and I use the I use this one up here for transition colour, and then I use this pinky colour. I went in on the outside just a touch with this berry colour, and then I did a bit of a shimmer on my inner with that one. It's my I'm sick but I'm not sick really look, but I am sick, but I have just got a cold. And living proof that the common cold does still exist. Right here in New Zealand it does. It's absolutely, that's what I've got. And I've got the colour Affluent. This is one of my favourite colours. Because it's really nice nude colour. Where's that spoolie? I think that might have dried now. That's pretty well. You could always go in with like your foundation brush and then your powder brush just to tidy it up if you want, but that let it dry, and that spoolie is really good for getting it off. And then I like to put a little gloss over the top of this lip colour just down here and here. And it just gives a little bit of shimmer to the middle of that lip. And then what you do is get your setting spray. And this is the Continuous Prep and Set Mist, which is, I got cucumber extract infused in it. So not only does it feel quite invigorating, not only does it set the product on your face nicely, but it's also calming and soothing. And it's one of the top best sellers in our product range at the moment. And it's brand new, and it's in the complexion products that are on special at the moment. So you can grab that too while you're on there. All right, so that is my sick not sick look today. I want you, if you've been watching right to the end, I want you to go back to the beginning of this video and check out what I looked like back then, compare it with what I look like now, and then tell me you don't want these products, because they are absolutely incredible. And this will stay on all day, not a problem, and this will look flawless all day. So guys, my name is Sue from Beauty Untainted. Please like and share this video. It would really help my business. And if you want to shop from me and you're not from New Zealand, that's easy peasy too. Just go to my website, and I will put the link below shortly when I get off this video. Go to my website and change the flag on the top right hand corner to your country's flag, and then your currency and everything else will pop up correctly for you. If you are not feeling very well like me, keep drinking your water, keep hydrated. Remember that Panadol is your friend at times like this, when you just need to get through the day. And I guarantee that once you have done what I've done, you will actually feel a little bit better. just for doing that. You'll absolutely feel a little bit more uplifted, a little bit more empowered, a little bit more ready to tackle whatever life throws at you today. Oh, thanks, Sherry. Thank you so much. You should have seen me at the beginning of the video, and I looked like a mess. A mess. But anyway, you guys, have a great night, day, wherever you are. Bless you all, and may you all win lotto tonight. And we will see you next time. Toodles, bye.